There is a moment between who you are and who you could become, a small, almost invisible moment when you choose to either stay still or take the first step. Most people don't realize this, but that single moment defines the trajectory of their entire life. In 2025, the people who will thrive are not the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who have learned how to rebuild their mindset piece by piece, like a living blueprint for growth. Today, I'll show you the 4-part growth mindset blueprint, a framework I have used personally and seen transform hundreds of lives, not overnight, but steadily, powerfully, irreversibly. So if you've ever felt stuck, lost, or trapped in a version of yourself you have outgrown, this video might be the turning point you have been waiting for. Part 1, the awakening, from comfort to consciousness. The first part of the blueprint is called the awakening. It begins when you realize something isn't working anymore. Your job, your habits, your mindset, it's that quiet frustration, the voice that whispers, you were made for more than this. But most people ignore it. They drown it with distractions, busyness, and comparison. They never reach the awareness stage, and so they never begin to grow. Awakening begins with observation. Ask yourself, what keeps repeating in my life? What am I avoiding? When do I feel most alive? Because self-awareness isn't about judging yourself. It's about seeing yourself clearly. Once you can name the pattern, you can rewire it. Once you can observe your thoughts, you're no longer their prisoner. That's where the second part begins. Part 2, the resistance, breaking the internal barrier. Every transformation meets resistance. Your brain loves the familiar, even if the familiar hurts you. That's why when you try to change, everything inside you screams, don't. This is the internal war zone, where growth either dies or takes flight. You'll face self-doubt, procrastination, fear of judgment, and the temptation to quit right when progress is about to happen. But here is the truth. Resistance is not a sign you are failing. It's proof you are evolving. Every great leader, every innovator, every person who's ever reinvented themselves has wrestled with resistance. So, how do you move through resistance? By doing small, consistent acts that build your mental callus. Every small action you take against fear rewires your brain. You start to realize discomfort isn't danger, it's direction. And once you build that resilience, you step into something extraordinary. Part 3, the expansion, reprogramming. Belief systems, now comes expansion, where you begin to rewrite your inner script. We all carry invisible beliefs, built from childhood experiences, societal expectations, and past failures. Beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, people like me don't succeed. But beliefs are not truth. They are just programs, and programs can be rewritten. Start by catching your internal language. Every time you say, I can't, add one word, yet. That tiny shift changes your neural chemistry, literally expanding your cognitive flexibility. Science shows that when you believe growth is possible, your brain creates new pathways for learning. That's neuroplasticity in action. You are not fixed. You are a living system, updating every day. And once your beliefs begin to expand, your actions follow. That's when you step into the final phase. Part 4, integration. Living as the future self. The final stage is integration. It's when growth stops being something you try to do and starts being who you are. Most people chase goals. They say, I'll be confident once I get the job. I'll be happy once I make the money. But growth doesn't work that way. You must embody the person first and the results follow. At sub, integration means asking yourself, what would my future self do right now? Then doing exactly that today. That's how you close the gap between your current identity and your highest potential. When you live from that space, your decisions change, your energy changes. You stop reacting and start creating. And that's the moment you become unstoppable. The next step, that's the 4-part growth mindset blueprint. 1, awakening, see yourself clearly. 2, resistance, build emotional endurance. 3, expansion, rewrite your beliefs. 4, integration, embody your future self. You don't need to master it all at once. Start small, start today. Growth isn't a destination, it's a decision you keep making. And in our next video, we are diving deeper into the science behind it. What happens inside your brain when you believe you can grow? Because once you understand how your mind physically rewires itself, you'll never doubt your potential again. This is your blueprint, your moment, your quiet power.